Hello everyone and welcome to another pick a card reading. For today's theme, I have chosen the upcoming Mercury retrograde because this is going to be one where we have to make a lot of difficult choices, past, present, future. So let's see if, the cards can prepare us for how this Mercury retrograde season might play out in our lives personally. So for today, we have to choose from 4 magicians. And the reason why I have extracted the magician cards is because in tarot those represent Mercury. So this is the first magician. This is the second magician. For some reason the second magician is really shy. Because it doesn't like the lighting all that much. But I hope you can see him. This is the third magician. And here it says the alchemist. In this particular deck. But it's still the magician. And we also have a lady magician. So these are the 4 magicians here. So after you make your choice, the magicians are going to be placed back into their decks. And basically you will choose the deck, and then the deck will deliver us the message for this upcoming Mercury retrograde season depending on your choice. So of course you can pause and just take a couple of seconds for you to see where your intuition goes. Of course you can find the timestamps for the 4 different piles in the description of the video and also in the comment section. So now I'm going to take the other magicians away. And I'm going to be putting this magician back into his deck. So let's see what might be occurring in your life, or what guidance perhaps might appear for you for this upcoming Mercury retrograde season. So while I shuffle, I would just like to mention that this Mercury retrograde begins on the 9th of September and it ends on the 2nd of October. Mercury will begin the retrograde starting from around roughly 8 degrees of Libra, and then it will go retrograde on to 24 degrees of Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. So okay, I can work with this. The Moon, 2 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Dreamer of Wands, quite a lot of cards popped out, 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed. So first let me try to arrange these cards for you so you can see as well. So let's begin with the Moon. So I do have this feeling that the Moon actually represents tomorrow, the 10th of September, where we have a Pisces full moon, very, very healing, but it can really pull up the grip of the past to the surface, or emotions, feelings from the past, even past lives. It can be deeply psychological, mystical. But, it gives us power because it has a trine to Uranus to change, to do something that comes to the surface. So this full moon might, the Dreamer of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. This to me says you will need to make a choice soon, and you're all running out of time, the Moon, and you kind of feel it. You know that very soon you will need to at least have a sense of clarity within yourself to know what you want, what you desire, who you are in relation or in regards to this person, that person, this situation, this and that. Anything is susceptible to this, even spiritual. But this Ace of Wands means taking action. But look at the image. This immediately says it is not just a prediction, because you will need to make a choice at one point, maybe next year. But now you will need to know what you will choose. And the guidance here is, if you stand from a place of serenity, if you stand from a place of also surrender to the divine, because it is at this time it takes the divine, the parental energy, to know what's better for you. You see this goldfish. Everyone knows the goldfish has powers to grant wishes in so very many folk tales around the world, even in Eastern Europe, in where I live. So maybe this is where you have to do something for yourself, a wish fulfillment, but that which you're completing for yourself, and you're guided, you're supported by inner and outer forces. But comes a point where you need to make a choice, a decision, need to make a stand, to escape from something. And when I say escape, this does not mean escapism. This does not mean that you're running away. This is where you need to do the right thing, and it's not easy to escape from bonds, to escape from compromises, to escape from limiting situations, family situations, living condition, income, lifestyle, anything that is limiting you, inner or outer. And these choices are steering you away from that, into your freedom. But look at the mountain. It's not easy. If this plane lands somewhere, there is still this path it needs to follow. And that's by foot, So but look at how far you came. And look at this vortex swallowing imminently the sea creature or seaweed, the binds, the chains, the compromises, the impurity, the vortex. And it's not swallowing you because you're above it. But the choice. You need to steer the airplane, so it has to be in good balance. And exactly the serenity. Your choice here is, what is the most serene version for me? What I have to choose or refine or go back and resolve? The seaweed. This seaweed, you can run away from the root of it, but look, the plane is caught by some of it. That means issues. Paperwork issues, legal issues, situational issues, problems that need solution, administrative, financial, doctor's appointments, something that is also physically, administratively keeping you bound. So you need to resolve some issues under this Mercury retrograde season. So those are in your hands. You need to break free from those. So there's that side as well, the material side. Because maybe the emotional side is found, what you desire, the moon. You know it intensely. It is very active. It's almost like a little bit of an inner slave driver. Let's go. Why aren't we advancing yet with our, Ace of Wands? Ultimately, it is a new beginning. It's your desire manifested, your wish. But this is where it needs to be also materially palpable, balanced, possible. Or, for other people, you need to be in good shape, good condition, in any way, shape, and form. Maybe emotionally, maybe psychologically. The dreamer of wands. The most refined version of what you want. Not just I want, but this is an ideal, a purpose. You know why what you want, or the choices you need to make, or the issues that you're resolving and perhaps sacrificing for. Because you could perhaps run away. Sorry, the light wanted to fall off. So anyway, you could run away, but maybe you say, I'm not running away. I'm just rising above. I'm permanently above. And that means these vines that did get caught need to fall off. So you're above. You're not running away from anything. You're realistic. And this Two of Swords, the Moon and Libra usually. We have new moon in Libra very soon, the 25th of September if I'm not mistaken. And Libra season usually means partnerships, choices, contracts, Mercury retrograde starting from Libra. Exactly. Mercury in retrograde will meet the Sun, it will meet Venus. So that means a lot of clarity, a lot of issues. Who it is that we want to bring with us in the future. For some people, new studies, but choosing it right, doing it right, good start is very important. So this is where there's a lot of nitty-gritty here, but everything is based on self-knowledge, really, you know what I mean. You need to know yourself profoundly. Then let's continue the Three of Cups. Inspiration is there, dreams are there, purity is there, faith is there, courage of the soul and spirit is there, creativity is there, ancestors are there, support from the heavens is there. But Seven of Pentacles, maybe you need to get out from a limiting mindset. This is where you have inspiration, you have courage, you have motivation. Now you really need to work with it, because otherwise look what's coming. Disappointment, poverty, scarcity, being stuck. No, you need to rise above this, because this is one of the vines that is keeping your plane, the hovering plane. And 10 of coins, this means one of the ways that you can rise above it, because look at this 7 of coins upright. There's still hope, but now the hope is manifested for you, so you need to rise above it. You really, really need to rise above it. And 10 of Pentacles, the only way you need to rise above it, confront your biggest material fears. Get totally out of your comfort zone. Leave behind the limitation, that which you fear, because something is enslaving you. Maybe a promised inheritance, or something you think you're dependent of, or a true addiction or dependence. That's why you need money, perhaps, and you're enslaving yourself to a situation. No, rise above it, find your strength, and you'll get support. Sorry. Yeah. 6 of Wands, triumph, courage. Look at the image. The bottle, the snake is in the bottle. The snake is earthly wisdom, earthly intelligence. The poison that cures, it's distilled, it's alchemized. Now what does this mean? You have a gift. You have a gift to share. Either you're a healer, or you have knowledge of something, or you have very strong life experience, or you're good with children, you're good with something, and you can share that with the world, and it will support you. But also, maybe it is your duty to share a gift that you have. Don't look at the fancy stuff, look at the snake in the bottle. Something that you mastered. For example, you might say, well, look, Zen, all I've done in my life is I've been a mom, so where's my gift? Oh my goodness, you're full of gifts. Every step, every gesture is a gift that you take, because everything you do is nurturing for the others. You're perfect for 10 trillion roles. You're perfect to give some advice to young mothers You're perfect for so many things. Virgo season, the small matters now, not the big. The superstars are nowhere right now, because it's not their time, effectively like this. For the small, the simple, but the devoted, the pure life experience, that's where you know how you healed your children. If you're a mom, you're like a superstar now. But replace mom with everything. What is it that is your snake in this? I don't know how to say this. What chemical container it is? But it is something like that. Sorry, I had to have a drink of water. So you are very good, and you look, seeds of intention that are growing. Look at the roses, the white roses. Look at the prosperity. Look at the ideal scenery. You have a gift, and that will support you. That's what it's saying. Okay, these last two cards. Exactly, the Ten of Swords reversed. It's not defeat, it's not doom and gloom. This is where maybe the Chariot reversed. How beautiful the imagery is. The Chariot reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed means it's not over yet. Nothing's doomed and gloom, nothing's gone, nothing's lost. It's not the situation that you're afraid of is actually something that will save you. Maybe right now you feel a little bit blocked because there is energy building up. There is things that need to take place in the background. You're not lost. It's not over. Nothing is lost. This is where something is building up. You're gonna do it. Whatever it is, you're gonna do it. And let's see a scenery of the best potential outcome if you really do if you make the right choices and do whatever it is that you were set up to do. Seven of Cups, exactly. Finding your true values, that which is true to you. Living the dream. Everything in life is an illusion. So maybe this is where you have the lightheartedness to live in the illusion. This is where the Three of Wands reversed. This would be the Three of Wands. This is the Three of Wands reversed. This is where you don't need to, you don't need to wait for something, an opportunity to fall into your lap magically and miraculously. Spirit of Cups. All you need to do is dream it, embody it, be it, and that's when the opportunity finds you. So, one more card. Okay. Seven of Wands. Stay strong. Be courageous. Let your valor shine through. Look at these two eyes. The divine sees your valor. The divine sees your integrity. Your divine sees all the work that you've done, all the honesty, all the dignity, and it will not, it sees, it watches, it believes in your valor. This is the guidance. So thank you so much. Until next time, bye for now. Now, I'm really sorry, but I kind of forgot in which order I placed the cards. So I do believe that this was the second magician. I hope I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think that's the second magician. So we'll put him back in his deck, and then we'll allow the deck to tell its story. And until I shuffle, I would like to just say that this Mercury retrograde begins on 9th of September and lasts until 2nd of October. It begins from 8 degrees of Libra, and it will retrograde back to approximately 24 or 26, 24 better, or 26, something like that, degrees of Virgo. So, yeah, the Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Wands. I'm not gonna include the Prince of Swords because that's too nitty gritty. We get the Swords energy here, but so we don't exactly need the Prince. Well, another Prince insists on being here. So we have the Prince of Wands, Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups reversed. And I do need at least another one. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles appeared for the previous pile as well. So let me just arrange this. So this immediately says the Ace of Swords. Look at this. This means a truth, a communication, a situation, a state, a fact, where you hold something in your hands. A possibility, a chance, an idea, a to-do, to accomplish, better said. But the Ace of Swords usually represents that it's possible, a good news, that yes, you can do it. But this Four of Pentacles reversed. This would be upright. In mythology, the Four of Pentacles is Midas. Everything he touched turned into gold, the symbol of greed. Four of Pentacles reversed tells the story that, okay, a lot of inner truth, so the Ace of Swords reversed, sorry, upright, so you know something. And the Four of Pentacles reversed says that it's value that you know. You found a true value within yourself. You're aligned to authentic value, authentic sense of value. And that means that you look at the world, you look at everything that is outside, relationships, job, people, everything in your life, much more objectively than ever before, because your sense of value, for however this reached you or is going to reach you, it is healthy. So this means the first thing that will happen in this Mercury retrograde period for you, that means cord cutting, but in a sense that everything and everyone that is non-value in your life or does not match your true authentic value system has to leave, has to be cut out. And look at this Seven of Wands. Defending it. This character is doing very okay in full self-defense mode. Valor, triumph, accomplishment, standing up for yourself, saying that which needs to be said, doing that which needs to be done, not crumbling under the pressure, but standing taller than ever. So this means values. This can be as practical as which contracts provide service providers, utility providers, do I keep with me in my life, or which do I change? This is an example that is going to be for a lot of people. A lot of people, for example, they take their car to the service because Mercury retrograde season. Even for those people who don't know any astrology, and maybe the service says it's gonna cost a lot, and the person then thinks that after this Mercury retrograde season, perhaps just buying a new car is better. Again, values, standing up for a decision that you take. You don't have a lot of money, no problem. You have a genuine need and you will not back away this time. You will fight for a new investment, for example. But this can be complex issues as well. As massive life changes for some people, as massive, moments when they stand up for what they believe in, for their own value when they go to the job and just not allow anyone to bully them, to underdog them anymore. So for a lot of people, this can also be massive life changes when they stand up against their purity, when they stand up against their honesty, dignity, and just their value. And then look at what else we have. Prince of Wands. Exactly. Finally doing the right thing. Moving, mobilizing, not just wanting something, but also being on the path to achieving it. Eight of Swords reversed. Sorry, upright. There is a lot of things that you don't know. There is a lot of things that still keep you bound. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to have all the solutions. Because this Prince of Wands represents your inner child. Children don't know a lot, do they? Yet they still know everything. Wish fulfillment. So this Queen of Cups is either a female in your life or your own emotions, which are perhaps playing tricks on you. Maybe some of your fears are not your own, but maybe they belong to either, if you're a male, a wife or mother, or a female friend who is very worried about you. Because, as I said, you're before very powerful life changes or gestures that you need to do for yourself. So that means you're in preparation mode. So of course your loved ones are worried. But it's okay. Don't let their fear be your fear, because you're doing it. The Six of Coins. Either it means you have support, either it means that you're more than able to do it. Because something about you is extremely valuable. But if it's your emotional world, then it's normal. Of course you are a bit worried. Of course you are a bit, let's say, anxious. Again, Eight of Pentacles. You're doing it. It's gonna, whatever it is, it's gonna work. So have every reason to stand up for yourself. Because you know what you need to do, and do it. You're under a lot of clarity already, truth be told. So this is where, in this Mercury retrograde, you just need to... Yeah, Princess of Wands reversed. Don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. It's normal to be a little bit, can I really pull this off? Is this really gonna be the life change that I was looking for? Yes, it's hard to believe that you're doing it right now, and that some things are much easier than you thought, and they don't even depend on you. But some things that do depend on you, especially the inner ones, are really, really difficult. Much more difficult than you thought. Walking away from injustice. Just leaving everything that happened to you behind. The past. Maybe you had an injustice. Or maybe a failed relationship, a failed something. You just didn't have your justice. Walk away. Abandon. It doesn't matter. Choose the future. Leave the past behind. And Five of Pentacles reversed. Out of poverty mindset, out of scarcity mindset, out of victim mindset, out of impossible to fix my life mindset, and into everything I can do mindset. And out of emotional poverty, spiritual poverty, where I'm ugly, where I can't do, I'm not good enough, I'm too sick, I'm too this, and no. You're gonna, regardless of how you are, you're still gonna do it. And triumph. So thank you everyone, and I do hope this helped. Until next time, bye for now. So hello everyone who has chosen the third magician, the one who was very shy. So I'm going to put him back into his deck and then allow it to tell the story about your Mercury retrograde season. As I said for the previous decks, this Mercury retrograde season begins on the 9th of September and it lasts until the 2nd of October. Mercury goes retrograde from 8 degrees of Libra and will station at either 24 or 26 of Virgo. I have this lapsus now and I'm not quite sure. And neither can I look at the chart right now. Oops. Six of Swords. Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay, I get it. Six of Cups reversed. Sun reversed. Four of Swords reversed. Ace of Wands. This is complicated, but perhaps in the good way. Let me just arrange the cards, and I'm gonna first the first three. So this was the order. So the Six of Swords, moving, trying your very, very, very hardest to move forward, to advance, to progress, to do something with this transition period, because there is a massive ongoing transition period in your life, in your soul, in your worldview, life philosophy, spiritually, and also in the world collectively, out there in any way, shape, sense, and form, politically, socially, financially, in the world out there. So this is a massive transition period for you. The past crumbled. The past is almost like a fantasy to you now. There are a lot of things in your past where you look back and you say, man, I can't believe that me personally, the being who I am, went through all that, lived all that, done all that, and I'm still here and I'm who I am right now. Because this Eight of Cups also speaks that there is a lot of trauma, there is a lot of depression, there is a lot of past that you need to leave behind, a lot of forgiveness that needs to take place. And why am I saying that? Because there were a lot of things that were in a certain way, lived in a certain way when you were very young, and now when you're an adult and spiritually mature, they're so different and you understand now. You're a different person, so you react differently even to the past. There is a lot of forgiveness inside of you, so this is where forgiveness, release of trauma, this is where some things in your life that are recurring, certain patterns, are no longer painful. So this is where it's almost like living a different life, living a different childhood. And you're not a child, but still, that's how it feels like. The sun reversed, the ego is lost. This is how you're a bit lost. You don't even know who you are. There is a lot of psychological purge that has been going on in the past, 7 to 8, let's say, 7 to 8 months. There have been a lot of purging. You're a different person. You cannot even identify with who you were. Life feels different. You feel different to yourself. So maybe this is where the ego is simply somehow not there. Four of Wands reversed. Maybe you're moving away. You moved away. You want to move away. Maybe there is a certain kind of separation from you and a family, you and family member, you and a partner, a divorce that preceded this. something to do with your roots, family. And it's not doom and gloom. It is actually quite pleasant. As I said, if this is forgiveness, you go away with your heart light, very, very light, very, very not stained by the past any longer. So that's why that part of your ego also fell off. But you might be wondering that, this big transition period and all of that, and life is different. You don't even know what to make of reality itself, but you still have needs. You still have needs, you still have things you need to work on, you still have a material life, you still have a lot of things in your life that need to be like clockwork. So how does this go? Who are you really? Ace of Wands. This is where you need to birth yourself. This is where whatever it is that about yourself that you feel lost, about your past, about you don't know who you are anymore, you have a lot of needs. But when I say needs, these are not the material needs, these are psycho-emotional needs. You create it now, you birth yourself. This Ace of Wands tells you, you birth yourself now. You don't know how something feels like? Go out and live it. You have a lot of, I need this, go out and get it. You are the kind of person, don't judge yourself for who you were. Who are you now? Some parts of who you were, the victim, the weak person, the shy person, the cannot do person, the person who you judged, is gone. The person who you truly are at the core of your being, let this sun blaze. Go out and do it. You need a hug? Go out and get it. You're tired of sleeping alone? With your high intelligence, I'm pretty sure that you can make a compromise somehow, where you don't dirty yourself and you keep everything that you are in purity and you still get what you need. I don't know how, but you might have a best friend. Just be honest. Look, just sleep with me, but not in that way, because this is my immediate need right now. I'm pretty sure that they will understand. So maybe a part of your needs are not really impossible to accomplish. All you need to do is fire up your motor, your manifesting motor. Go out there and get it, because you're a different person, different mindset, different frequency, different vibe. Reality is different. Your relation to the divine, to the self, to reality is different. So make the best of this transition period. Experiment. Go out there and rediscover yourself. Stand up for yourself, if you know what I mean. You know everything that you're not, so you will not really search in the wrong places. So be brave, be courageous, and experiment where it is in your life that you need to experiment. These are too much, so I'm not gonna keep these. Six of Wands reversed. Maybe you tried all of this before and you were not triumphant or victorious in the measure or manner that you expected. Different you, different reality, different frequency. Try now. Try now, because now you're living from the heart and from a very balanced mindset. Your everyday thoughts are not as poisonous and self-defeating as they once were. So the outcome can be very different. Seven of Coins. Do not be afraid to harvest. It's up there on the tree. It might fall into the basket when you need it. It might not. But when you're under the tree and it's in the reach of your hand, that means that the divine says, listen, sweetie, serve yourself. Yeah, it will fall into your basket, but that's divine timing. That's the air. That's the elements. That's a lot. That's nature. But serve yourself if you need it now. This is the divine message. So I do hope that this helped. And I do hope that you guys are going to have quite a magical and a really, really good harvest this autumn. So thank you for listening. Until next time, bye for now. Hello everyone who has chosen the final magician, the lady magician. So I'm going to put her back into her deck. And as I said for previous piles, this Mercury retrograde season begins on the 9th of September and lasts until the 2nd of October. And of course, this isn't, I haven't told this for the previous pile, but we still have yet another Mercury retrograde in this year, in the winter. So this is not the last one. But it begins at around 8 degrees of the sign of Libra, 6 degrees, 6 or 8, something like that. And it will retrograde back to 24 or 26, something like that, degrees of the sign of Virgo. So let us see your Mercury. Wow. Wow. Haha, yeah, she came out. Only for this pile though, only for you guys. For the previous piles, the magician told the story from within the deck. For you guys, it came out reversed. And that means 10 of Swords reversed, 10 of Wands reversed, 2 of... Oh wow. This is like pretty numerological. Cause look, 2 of Pentacles, then 2 of Wands, both reversed. 10, 10. 9 and 3. And on the 9 of Cups, it's all 3-leaf clovers, so it points to 3, it hints to 3. Okay, one more, and then I'll get to the interpretation. Or maybe I have enough. I don't need another one. Is that what you're trying to tell me? I guess so. Now for you guys, maybe this Mercury retrograde season is gonna be really Neptunian. Cause Mercury will stand across the sky at the very end of it with Neptune. So that's the power of illusion and disillusionment. But also, what do we do with illusion? Illusion is also our wishes, dreams, hopes, fantasies. So this is a wish fulfillment. But perhaps under this Mercury retrograde season, you guys are gonna be taken by the universe, by either inner, outer forces, by a person, by a fantasy, by a game, by a substance, by a situation, by a hobby, by something that you discover, into, as I said, a fantasy journey. So something is really gonna distract you and basically root your attention, suck you into it. But what it is, I'm not sure. This can be like a fantasy. I don't want to say love story because it will not be the kind of real partnership. This is where both you and the other person are kind of in a game or playing or simulating or just flirting, but it's like really, really fun. Maybe this is online, or maybe this is like where it's really fantasy, but it's very, very fun and it's soul nurturing for everyone. But this is kind of a wish fulfillment as well, because all of this is leading you to a wish fulfillment, because the universe will surprise you at the end of this, all of this, because the Two of Pentacles reversed. Now what does this tell me? Your life is going to change. The balance in your life is going to change quite materially. So, for example, if something is distracting you right now, and you will not be able to focus all that much on your job or on the very, very serious things in your life, that might be the reason, because it is exactly that where it changes. And you will end. These two cards tell us that, look, Ten of Swords reversed. It's not doom and gloom. Don't expect that the universe is distracting you for something really bad to happen to you. No, 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 no. This is where it's just distracting your mind so you cannot get in your own way. It's making your mind focus on something totally outside the subject here. And Ten of Wands. Look at the Ten of Wands. The burden is being taken off. So these two cards reversed already says that it's not bad. It's not doom and gloom. This change, this material change, it does exactly that. Gets you out from this. Because, you know, even if you have great stability in your life, it's not gonna last for long because of outside forces. So this is giving you an option to get out of the balance you're already in before things get bad. So this is already like a wish fulfillment, you know. You don't need to wait until 12 o'clock, until the last minute to, you know, prepare yourself this autumn. And then in Capricorn season, perhaps next year, you'll be so comfortable living your dream. Get it? Magician reversed. Your mind, as I said, is going to be distracted. That is because you will not be in control. And that is exactly why you will get out of your own way. So these inner forces and these Jupiter reinforces, this inner dream forces can be at work. Your unconscious will work heavily. So it's exactly very good that the Magician is reversed and your mind doesn't know anything. It's distracted. It's sucked into something, as I said. Substance, computer game, a fantasy with a person, a love story, but one which you know that is not really serious. Or anything of such. And when I say substance, by no means, shape and form am I encouraging anyone to use substances or to use, you know, be part of that. But it happened to be the situation where you are a shaman, where you are a druid, where you are someone who uses certain teas and stuff like that for your purification or spiritual practices, and you know exactly what you're doing. That's what I'm referring to. When you know exactly what you're doing, and there's a heavy spiritual element and side to it, and a symbolistic element to you personally, not to drink or to use substances. So I had to make this part clear. That's definitely not what I'm saying. And computer game. I'm not saying to get obsessed into a computer game, because when I say computer game, chances are that theme, that topic is familiar to you. So of course it will mean that you will discover something that either nostalgically takes you back to a computer game you used to love when you were young, or you find a new one through someone, and for a month until this Mercury retrograde lasts, you'll be busy. So, this is what I mean. Busy because some big life changes, career changes, job changes, stuff like that, Two of Coins changes happen in your life, and they are for the better. That's why you don't even need to control this. Nine of Pentacles. It's for the better. Whatever comes, even if something terminates suddenly in your life, the opportunity that arises with it, you're master of it. So this is where, it will be easy if that's what you're afraid of. And Two of Wands reversed. Something will seek you, not you it. So it's even gonna be even easier. Page of Cups reversed. Exactly. Be sure not to drown in the fantasy and to take divine guidance, inspiration, fantasy as such. Because otherwise it will be a mermaid and it will drown you. You will ruin the divine play if you allow yourself to drown in dream and fantasy. So exactly, Six of Wands, a triumph, a completion, a mess, something based on mastery. Ace of Swords, your truth, getting to where you need to be, to your position of power. So exactly, something. The reason why it's going to be easy, because in your past, you lived a lot of this defeat, struggle, and betrayal. You've been through a lot of bad, so that's why it's now easy. So this is what the cards have to say. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Wishing everyone a really good problem solving, fruitful, detoxing, and everything pleasant that you want Mercury retrograde season. Until next time, bye for now.